Several people who complained to the council last month that plainclothes officers are still doing so-called jump outs, which have been described as a scarier version of stop and frisk. You have said that your officers do not do them anymore, that they're a defunct technique. Are residents who say that police officers are still doing them being dishonest, or it's simply...
Well, I can't say we don't do jump outs because there's no real definition of what a jump out is. What I said in my testimony, and I made sure I posted my testimony in writing so everybody could be clear about what I'm saying, is if we're going to investigate a drug market, an open air drug market like Tom was just talking about, we will use undercover officers or informants or others in the community. We will send them into a market area. They will make a purchase of drugs. And as soon as that drug purchase is made, arrest teams who are plainclothes, because you can't observe a drug market in uniform and watch drug transactions, will come in and make arrest of the drug dealers. We get requests for that enforcement in places just like what Tom just described all the time. We're not going to do away with that. And so that is often referred to as a jump out, but that is something that, we have to use plainclothes officers for that so that we can try and drive the remaining drug markets out of our communities.
Police officers, I covered police before in my long career, and there was a time, and maybe there's still a time in places where officers are in an unmarked car. They go down the street. They're in kind of plain khaki clothes. You can't quite tell they're cops. And suddenly they jump out and talk to people on the corner. That's what people, I think, are most opposed to. And that you say that doesn't happen anymore. There has to be cause.
Right. So, we have policies and rules and guidelines for officers that but see, the person that observes that doesn't know what happened. They don't know if the officer's responding to a call. If an officer is in a crime suppression team and their focus is burglaries, and we get a call for, a person who just committed a burglary, like we did just 2 days ago in Brookland, and the officers show up and here's a person matching the description. All the community member sees is the officers pulling up and jumping out on the guy, right?
Yeah. Well, that was true in Ferguson. People thought the officer was responding to the robbery at the convenience store.
Right. So you're only seeing one half of the picture, and I just caution people before making that assumption. If there's an interaction with a police officer that's inappropriate, I encourage anybody, if you see something that you don't think is appropriate, reach out to any one of us. We have listservs you can ask questions on. You can call me, you can email me, my commanders, and let us look into it. If it's inappropriate, we're going to address it.